Hi everyone, in this theory tutorial we'll be having a look at first inversions of tonic triads. And this means that we are going to take a tonic triad which is in root position and we are going to invert it into first position. Let's have a look how that's done. First we need to know that when we have a look at a chord, for example, let's start with the treble clef first. And let's work in C major to start off with. So the root position, the tonic triad of C major is C, E, and G. And we need now to invert it to first inversion, and we are going to do it as follows. We are going to take our root note, which is C, and we are going to put it an octave higher, meaning that the third will become the new root note. So that means that we are going to write our E now, our G, followed by our C, like so. And there you can see that C moved up one octave to the top. So from middle C, we now write middle C at the top there, one octave higher. And then we have our first inversion, as easy as that. Let's have a look at the same one for the bass clef. So if we have the bass clef, like so, we will have C, E, and G as the tonic triad in root position. And now we're going to put it in first inversion. So that means that C below will go up one octave to middle C in this case. So we're going to have E and G. Third becomes our new root, and the middle C goes to the top. And there we have our tonic triad in first inversion. And we can do this for any tonic triad in root position going to first inversion for any key as well. So, for example, if we work with, let's say, G major, so we know for the treble clef, G major has an accidental. We have an F sharp. So the tonic triad of G will be G, B, and D. And then our first inversion will then be G goes one octave up. So the third becomes our new root. So it's going to be B, D, followed by G. And there we see that our G at the bottom goes up to the top, like so. Similarly for the bass clef, let's have a look at the bass clef. We are going to have F sharp for G major, very important. And we are going to start with our tonic triad first, G, B, and D. And from there we are going to take our root note and we are going to send it one octave to the top, to the next G. So we're going to have B, D, followed by G. So the G moves up one octave. So G at the bottom moved up to G at the top. Very important that when we do these inversions, we have to have a look at what our clef sign is, what key is asked of us. So for example, if it's C major, we know we won't have any key signature or accidentals for the key signature, but for G major or E minor, D minor or F major, we will have an accidental that we need to take note of. So for example, here I had G major, so we have to take note of the F sharp. We're not going to write it in, especially if they ask us to use key signatures, but if they don't ask us to use a key signature, we might have to write in an accidental or two in our tonic triad as well as in our first position. So just take note of that. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to go and subscribe to my channel and check out any other videos that might follow or that I've already done. And thank you so much for watching.